Nvidia's 8GB RTX GPUs are not aging well, and there are quite a number of illustrations where we have seen that 8GB GPUs are not able to sustain optimal performance in modern titles. This has not only led to criticism of Nvidia's high-end GPUs that come with 8GB VRAM, but has also made people skeptical about buying a 12GB GPU like the 4070 because the VRAM usage is going exponentially high every other year. But what if we could add more VRAM on the existing cards instead of downloading from the internet? Fortunately, we already have an example of such a mod on the RTX 3070 8GB GPU. And before we move on to the results, make sure to subscribe to never miss any latest stories like this in the future. Recently, a modder and YouTuber Paulo Gomes modded the RTX 3070 to increase its VRAM from 8 to 16GB. The process was pretty complex, but he was able to get success in getting the card to work properly with the new 16GB memory that was also showing up in the GPU-Z software. The card was then tested in Resident Evil 4, which is one of the most VRAM demanding titles out there. And not surprisingly, the new 16GB 3070 was doing way better than with 8GB memory. Previously, the GPU was delivering criminally low 1% and 0.1% FPS that made the game stutter frequently because the game was already using around 8GB memory, but after switching to 16GB, the 1% and 0.1% lows became better that were constantly hovering between 40 to 60 FPS, delivering buttery smooth gameplay. As you can see, the title was consuming 11GB of memory at just 2560 x 1080 resolution, so you can expect how much more demanding the game will be once it runs on 1440p or 4K resolution. This easily tells us why AMD was right when it mocked Nvidia for not providing ample VRAM in their high-end GPUs despite costing more than $500. This is supposedly one of the reasons why the Nvidia 4070 is not selling well, because it is already at the brim of bottlenecking some titles at 1440p resolution despite costing $600. And Nvidia is not alone when it comes to pricing GPUs badly, as according to a new report, AMD has no idea on how much it should price its mid-range and budget RX 7000 GPUs. The report comes from Igor's lab, which says that AMD partners are going to showcase their RX 7600 GPUs at Computex, which is going to be held at the end of the next month. But the problem here is that only a few partners who make only AMD cards are going to join this event, while AIB partners that manufacture both Nvidia and AMD GPUs are going to observe and wait instead. This is because they don't know if the planned pricing of RX 7600 GPUs would make these cards profitable or not, otherwise they might be forced to halt the production just like Nvidia did with the RTX 4070. Moreover, the pricing of both RX 7700 XT and the 7800 XT is not yet confirmed because of the current GPU market trend. The RX 7800 XT performance-wise falls somewhere between the RTX 4070 and the 4070 Ti, and according to some rumors, it is expected to outperform the 4070 Ti, but the problem AMD is currently facing is not knowing if they should price it above 4070 or not. In case the customers are hesitant to buy it at the rumored pricing of $650, AMD could lower the price to $600. But if it cuts it more than that, then it would reduce its own profits significantly to the point where it would not be profitable at all, let alone profitable to its board partners. Still, the good thing about mid-range AMD cards is that they are expected to come with more VRAM than the 4060 Ti, which might see an even worse fate than the 4070 if it is priced at $450. And lastly, the root cause for the damaged Ryzen 7000 3D CPUs has been identified. A few days ago, when a user posted his dead 7800X 3D and motherboard pics on Reddit, more such cases followed that were identical to this user. The problem was that the 3D CPUs were getting burned and bulged out at a specific place due to high temperatures. As identified by Buildzoid and several others, the CPUs were getting damaged on the CCD side because of poor thermals. As many such complaints piled up, ASUS just gave its official statement that states that they have removed the older BIOSes because they were giving manual vCore control. And according to Derbauer, all the affected cases had one thing in common, which was the usage of AMD Expo. Expo is reportedly the root cause of this problem because when it is turned on, it increases the CPU SoC and vCore voltages to 1.4 volts and in some cases up to 1.5 volts, which has been proved to be deadly for 3D CPUs. Furthermore, according to Tom's Hardware, when the voltage is increased to such a high number, it destroys the chip's thermal sensors as well as thermal protection mechanisms, due to which the CPU goes on operating without knowing its temperature before it dies. It should also be kept in mind that the 3D CPUs are not alone that are facing this problem because it is universal across all the Ryzen 7000 CPUs. The reason why non-3D CPUs are not going dead is because of their better thermals and higher operating temperatures. Right now, all the motherboard manufacturers have acknowledged this problem in their BIOS, and some of them have already taken steps in order to protect 3D CPUs from this damage. I personally find it negligence on the part of AMD and its board partners because it's not the first time we have been seeing such weird problems with the 3D CPUs, and considering that they don't cover the damage done through expo overclocking in their warranty is surely not a good move. Let me know what do you think about this problem in the comments below. Hit the like button if you found the video informative and subscribe for more regular stories like this. Make sure to turn on the notifications to never miss any latest uploads to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.